Good to go.
Okay, and welcome everyone. This is Mandy Elliott. I'm over in Greece. I originate from the UK, but what I love is the time freedom and financial freedom that you can have working with a business that's online. You can, after a little while, you can generate your own success. And I'm on the call with a great friend of mine that I actually met via an online business. He's over in Texas, and his name is Rick Thompson. So Rick, what I'm going to do is hand the call over to you to begin.
Well, hey, thanks, Randy. I appreciate it, and welcome to our guests. Well, it's great to see a good number of you on here today. And the call ratio is increasing on a weekly basis, which is indicative of the growth that we're beginning to see. And you guys are, those of you who are with us now and who are currently members of the Swarm, could not be in a better position. If you're not, that familiar, you're here today as a guest. This is an opportunity call. So we're going to take just a couple of quick minutes and tell you why this opportunity makes sense. If you're considering, joining our team, and it does make a lot of sense. So getting into a couple of the key elements that make sense is, number one, is the company responsive with its management, its ownership. And naturally, we are. That's one of the most important things in today's market, is having transparency and access to, who operates a company. Are they responsive to the field? Is your leadership in place? And of course, Mandy and I, have kind of teamed up together here, and to kind of lead the show. We have a lot of guests in and out. We're going to be doing some more recordings now. In particular, that we've kicked off with our Swarm Travel Club program. It's just incredible. But the company is rock solid. The other two or three things that I think are real important is the opportunity. Does it have a product that's here to stay? A lot of times, I've had 3 or 4 calls over the last few weeks, and there's always in the health and beauty business, there's new breakthroughs and new revelations, and there's an HGH cream out there, and there's this and there's that, and a lot of great products. But the problem that you run into if you're product driven is that it's hard to do it internationally because you have shipping challenges and warehousing and distribution. The other thing is you may have the best product in your field today, and you may be and also ran in 6 months to a year with all the technologies out there. So what about the Swarm? And is this category here to stay? Well, the answer to that question is definitely yes, for 2 reasons. Number one, we have personal development and blockchain education. Those two components in and of themselves are enough to drive a company with great content and the things that we offer. But the key that makes everything worthwhile, because the thing you want to know is there value in the company? And I always use a litmus test, and I say that, okay, if I didn't have to pay for my product, would I continue to use it anyway? Obviously, that becomes, paramount to the decision. And the answer here is, when you join the Swarm, you're only paying out of pocket one time to, become a customer. We want everybody to, enjoy that experience. We are not an MLM company, guys. This is a direct sales company that has an optional affiliate program. And we want to make sure you're aware of that, because the old MLM rules, regulations, and trials and tribulations are hard to comply with sometimes, and people don't have success. And, that's a problem. So we took that away too. And how we did that, and we're going to talk about the component, we have added a private product. Is not with the I think the best hotel booking engine in the business. I've seen many of them through the years. But what we do now is we make available to you that component where you, once you join and you come in, this is where we say, as you see on your screen, if you're in front of your computer, this is where Bitcoin meets travel. And don't be scared when you see the word Bitcoin, because there's been a hellacious amount of bad experiences that people have had with Bitcoin, not with Bitcoin itself, but with the issues of mining Bitcoin and speculation on how to trade it, the trading robots, the new independent individual coin offerings, ICOs, all of those things out there can be extremely beneficial. In some cases, they can be extremely detrimental in others. So if you don't know what to do, the best thing is stay away from it. what we do is we want to educate you on the technology, how money is changing around the world. And that's an important statement, guys, because we are one of the few companies that offers the members the chance to pay in with Bitcoin, and the company pays out with Bitcoin. So we don't limit ourselves to any fiat currency like the US dollar or the euro or the yen or anything like that. Any place that anybody has access to the internet market, they have the opportunity, to step up and be a member with us. So, and again, why travel? Well, let me tell you something. Travel is an $8 to $10 trillion industry. $8 to $10 trillion. And you know what? It's not going away. You're not going to stop taking those trips to, see, your aunt and uncle for their 50th wedding anniversary, your granddaughter graduating from high school or college, or just that, casual weekend trip, whatever the case may be. And we believe, and everybody that is seeing what we're doing is firmly entrenched in the fact that, you do have something here where you truly save money on what you are going to do anyway. And we're going to cover that a little bit more down the road here, but travel's not going anywhere, guys, except up. Everybody does it. If you stop and think about it, what are your best memories from your childhood? It wasn't your third grade, algebra teacher. It was that vacation that you took to the coast or the mountains or wherever you went with the family, and vacations make memories. Memories are something that we cherish forever. And of course, you've got, old reels of film and videos and everything else about the vacation. So that'll never change. And you've got a chance now to be involved and have the absolute best price points out there when you go make and take these trips. So obviously, the category is here to stay. Timing for the opportunity, again, couldn't be better. We have a chance, guys, with because the company pays us in Bitcoin. We're going to teach you, as part of your membership, we're going to teach you how to hopefully hang on to that Bitcoin, because the forecasts, if you take a look, if you're not familiar with Bitcoin, Bitcoin has been around since 2008, 2009. It started out for pennies. It got up to as high as $20,000 per Bitcoin. Just about a year ago. It's currently trading at around $6,500. And that's why this is a great opportunity. Now, you may not have the money, to buy a Bitcoin. Most of us don't. So what do? Here, you get paid in Bitcoin, and you can earn, you pay in with as little as 0.01 Bitcoin to start out. And, right now, like I say, that's around $65, $70. You don't pay anymore. You choose to enter the affiliate rewards program. You're going to get compensated, and you're going to get compensated with Bitcoin. So, you want to learn how to hold on to it, because what happens if Bitcoin goes to $10,000? You're going to get at that point in time a 40% gain over where it currently is. And if you stop and think about that, and let's say you get paid in British pound sterling, bottom line is, guys, the pound will not buy any more 3 weeks or a month from now than it does right now. Probably buy less, with a little inflation going on right now. So, you've got ways here to get that Bitcoin. And then the next thing is, and you see on the screen right there, is, okay, now that I know what it is, how do I spend it? And right here, and again, on this site, and the site you're looking at is the site that all of you will receive. So you don't have to sit there and worry about, how do I find the information? How do I find the videos? How do I find it? How do I find it? It's all here. So, Mandy and myself have been around. Julie, my partner, our team, guys, has years and years and years of experience in doing this. And if you join us, this is what you're going to get. This is the product you get. This is a complete independent group of us that are distributors. We're not owners of the company. And we're here to build it with you. And we want to give you tools to make it work. So you've got the ownership, you've got the product, you've got, the compensation, how it's done. And of course, that's extremely important. And then we'll get into, how to market this thing and what to do. And I'm going to tell you guys, one of the best marketing partners I have ever had in 70 years roaming around this planet is Mandy Elliott. And I'm going to flip this back to you, Mandy. I want you to tell everybody how exciting this is now and what's happening now that we've got travel as part of the program here, with the Swarm. So, Mandy, back to you, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Rick. Yeah, I agree 100% with Rick. I have been around the block a few times, and I am so pleased that this opportunity has came around now. It's the best one I've come across. I could say, oh, I wish I found this opportunity 10 years ago, but then again, the technology wasn't ready, the Bitcoin wasn't out, all the rest of it. So just reiterating a little on what Rick said, the Bitcoin, it's an online currency. And don't let that scare you. There's some great education, and we are going to do some training on Bitcoin and on the blockchain. And it's very simple. On this website, I pulled it up just now. There's a link where you can go and click, and you can it's free. You can order a Bitcoin WireX card if you're in the UK. That's completely free. They even do the postage free. I'm not sure. I think the BitPay card, there's a small fee to get that. But you can spend like usual, regular fiat money. It's a Visa card. Wherever the Visa sign is, you can go shopping online, in shops, and go to the ATM and get your monies out. So what we have here is an amazing opportunity, because the travel search engine underlying this. You may have seen your Trivagos, your Expedias, and whatever other opportunity, depending on where you are in the world. There's different travel search engines for all around the world that are more prominent than others. Well, here we have a search engine underlining it where we guarantee the best price. And on the rare occasion, which will be very, very, very rare, if someone else does show something else better, we will match that. But we've got a whole page on this website of testimonials, and there's one that I put on here where all the search engines were lower. Offered low prices, and I went to a chain of hotels, and I looked at theirs, and they were doing a special on the day of 39% off. And our search engine, I went into there, wow, bam, there it was. We were even lower quote than that 39% that the hotel was offering. So, we've knocked the socks off of everything. So what we have here is everyone joins as a customer, really, as it's a membership. You have your memberships to clubs and all sorts of things. Think of it like you get your health club memberships, your maybe car club memberships, all these different memberships that you may belong to. So think of this as a membership. You become a member, and with that, you have a website, the same as this website we're looking at now, and you get your PIN, your PIN code, like you use a PIN code when you go to an ATM machine to check out with your bank. Well, you're going to have a travel PIN code. So that's going to give you your own private access to the travel search engine. And that's where you can make your reservations with a travel company that is 17 plus years established. They've got all the credentials there. They've gone, again, like Rick and I said, we've both been around the block with network marketing. Well, they've been around the block and they know exactly where they are, and they are a very, very powerful travel company. So right from the front, you can be saving money. So everyone joins a member, and you can save money from any hotel reservation that you're making. So then let's take it that little stage further. Right, you're going to talk with people. I know when I've traveled, I've been on beaches in Barbados, and people say, hey, you're English. Where, how long have you been here? How long are you going to be here for? And the conversation always turns to, what did you pay? It always happens. Well, people who find out who's got the best deal, they want to book their next trip, their next night away, their next 2 nights, 3 nights, whether it's just, a night away to go to someone's wedding or a local event, or if it's that long-term vacation. Everyone loves to save money. So they're going to then want this membership to our club. And they might come on board as a customer, but you can guarantee that when they save their money, they're going to start talking with someone, and they're going to share this information with someone else. So this isn't like your regular business that Rick was saying about where it's pills and potions and all the rest, because that's quite a tough marketplace when you're in those, where because of the competitorship, the shipping, the everything, and the markup they have to have because they've got warehousing stock around the world. This is digital. This is completely, everything is online. So so we can do that one-time price, one-time membership, no monthly fees at all. So you've got your business or your membership for the same price. And there's a little box when you join that says, hey, I want to become an affiliate. You can tick that. I suggest tick that box anyway, because even if you don't think you're going to start sharing information with others, you're going to, because you know your next door neighbor is going to say, well, how did you get that great deal at the hotel when you went to your son's, your niece's, or whoever it was wedding? How did you get that deal when you flew to wherever it was in the world, Paris, Milan, Rome, New York, Australia? How did you get such a good price? And you're going to tell them, and they're going to say to you, well, I want some of that. So why not tick their box? And you are a customer to begin with, and you go on, and then you can earn. You can earn by sharing. So we have the rewards comp plan here. Now, I'm not going to go through this in full detail, but what you do, there's two options of joining. If you're just going to be a customer, I would recommend highly you come in at the 0.01 Bitcoin. Today, what, 50, 55 pounds? 70 to 80 US dollars. If you're coming in and you're thinking, well, I really want to get this as a business, you have really two options, because the bronze is going to bring you your PIN and your search engine anyway, your tribal search engine. And you think about it as a business point of view, there's two aspects to join. The other one is silver, 0.03, which is 3 times the amount, which is about 165, 170 UK pounds. Let's call it in round figures, $200 just under. Because bronze opens 1 income stream, silver 2, and you can go on to have 5 income streams without digging your hand in your pocket any further. And we have with those 5 income streams, and you know, you're going to have whoever pointed you towards this call. You can go through this website in detail, and there's videos and there's images that show you exactly how these 5 stages of income work and how you're never going to put your hand in your pocket again. But what you're going to see here is a 2x2 matrix. And don't think, oh, I've seen those or I've heard of those before or whatever. You know, if you've not been encountered a matrix, why, that sounds complicated. Don't worry about it. Everything is so simplistically explained on this website over and over and over. And the greatness is you can be receiving up to 5 amounts of Bitcoin over and over again, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. So with that, you know, make sure that you go through on this website. It is called the Rewards Comp Plan page. And whoever has given you this, go through it in detail, because you can pause the video, you can go and backtrack, you can then, as you're going through the video, you can scroll down where we've got more images. And it isn't rocket science. I'll say that. It isn't rocket science. I'm not going to explain it fully now. So with that, Rick, I'm going to hand this back to you for now.
Well, hey, thanks, Mandy, and that's a great explanation of it. Guys, here's the other point that you really need to consider. You know, the compensation, you know, that you have a chance to participate here with us is fantastic. But the key, you know, how do you share this with somebody? And, you know, what I want you to do is get back, you know, with the person who put you to this call, you know, and find out how you can, you know, make sure they've sent you their link, you know, the Swarm Club link, which is what we're showing here with you today. And guys, stop and think about this. If you actually have the opportunity, and every one of you on this call right now has the opportunity, it's just a question of whether you're going to take advantage of it. We already know it works. We're here, we're tickled to death, we're seeing it grow, and we're making it grow. And this is something that is a true phenomenon, because you have a chance, guys, to come in here, you know, for as little as $70, you know, roughly USD, and participate and have a chance to have ongoing residual income. Residual income means, you know, promote it once, you know, and get paid on it forever. I don't know if there's any such thing as forever, but I'll tell you, when this thing, you know, 10, 15 years from now, you know, is quoted as a legacy company, you know, that started back in 2018, think about how much fun it's going to be to say, yep, I was there. I was part of the initial group. I was there, you know, when they were going through their beta and their growth. And I'll tell you what, it's been great. We've not only made, you know, thousands of dollars, but saved thousands of dollars. And that's critical, you know, and anybody that you share it with, once they understand that the participation, and if they enter, guys, is less than $100, you know, and we're going to keep it that way. You know, we're committed. The company, I've talked to the owners, and I said, you know, the most important thing is to have a realistic entry point barrier that people can live with, that they can afford. You know, because if it's a, you know, 1,000, 5,000, whatever the number is, all of a sudden, you know, it eliminates a lot of people, and it should, because most of those programs, you know, unless you're getting a lot of product or something to mitigate your risk, you know, can be a dangerous situation. I don't want anybody to be threatened, or I've never in my life promoted a program where I didn't think that you, if you became a participant, would have a chance to succeed. I think that that's what we're supposed to do. That, we're supposed to help other people. And this is a way, guys, that you can change the financial future for yourself and for people you care about. And you have an opportunity here to do that for a very, very low price, and then get in, get saving, get earning money, and tell your story. One quick story, Mandy, you had that little picture on there, that little testimonial with Ken. And Ken's been one of my business partners for about 30 years. And he's never, ever talked about a program that we've done in my presence to people other than at a meeting. But we were at, he owns a bowling center in San Antonio, and we were sitting there having a sandwich last week. And I drove down one day and stopped by to say hello. And three of the guys, walked up and Ken started telling him the story, about taking Benjamin, his grandson, down to the coast. And you see right there on the screen, if you see the screen, the best price he could find anywhere was $89. He loves the Hampton Inn because they got great breakfast and everything else. So he said, see what you can find for me. Got into our booking engine. He hadn't learned how to do it yet himself. Believe me, he knows how to do it now. But we got on there and we found a rate for $52 and change as opposed to $89. Now you stop and think about that. It was a 49% savings over what he could find elsewhere. And keep in mind, he only paid $70, to join, 4 or 5 months ago. So on that one use of the hotel booking engine alone, you're looking at over $40 savings. And of course, the funny thing was they had so much fun, they asked it, stay another night. And even when the hotel manager tried to extend the price that he had in the computer, it wouldn't allow him to. The floor on the computer from a corporate standpoint was $79, not $52. Ken didn't think, to, go back in and book that second night, or he'd have that same savings. He was still happy at 79. So anyway, we're sitting here, Mandy, and all of a sudden, Ken's talking to us, and I interrupt. I said, what are you doing? He said, what do you mean? I said, you're talking to people about your business. You never do that. He said, well, I never had an opportunity to tell people how they could save 30, 40, dollars when they go someplace and stay someplace. And I said, so you're actually going to go to work now, huh? So we were laughing about that, but that's the kind of fun we have, guys. And you're not going to hurt anybody. You're going to save them some money. You're going to make them some money, and they're going to be glad that you shared this with them. Mandy, I'm going to go ahead and cut myself off. I get a little long-winded some days and I get excited, but I really believe that we've got something here that is worth getting excited about. And we certainly appreciate all of you guys taking time today. Tell your friends, don't keep it a secret. Get on here. Once you join, get in. It's easy. We make it easy. My moniker, guys, that I've used in the business for years is fun and easy. And if you can make it fun and easy, and people can participate and make money with their friends, not off of their friends, but with their friends, then it's a win-win situation for everybody. So, Mandy, I'm going to kick it back to you to close it up, my friend, and thank you for all your help. Back to you.
Thank you, Rick. So really just a quick underline from what Rick said. This is so straightforward. You have this website that Rick and I put together for you because it's an information website for, built by the affiliates for the affiliates. You've got all the information here. We don't want you to spend your day, like a repetitive robot saying the same words over and over. When you connect with someone who says, yeah, I'd like to learn more, you will have a replicated version of this website that connects directly with your business. So when people join, they join you. Not, they join the company, but they join you via your business link. So this is doing all the walking and talking with you and for you. We have this call, and we will do more calls. We do different calls at different times around the world, depending on, because it's different global time clock. And on Saturdays, we do a training call. So you've got all the tools, everything here. And don't think about, I don't know how to answer questions. Whoever introduced you, get back with them. If you've got questions, ask them and have your questions answered. If you've joined us, and again, if you've just joined us, say today, you won't have the answers to questions to the people you talk with. Don't worry about that. Connect with the person that introduced you, or connect with Rick and myself, and let's all go to a call with the people you're talking with and make sure they have their questions answered. So use the tools here. And, you're not going to sit there every day saying, well, I've got this business, and have this 30-minute spiel of what you have to say. Basically, just ask someone, you book into hotels, how would you like to save money? And this is Rick's favorite line. How would you like to save money on something you're going to do anyway? If they say, yes, please, then you send them your website. Then you follow them up. have you got any questions? It's that simple. And you bring them to us or to whoever has put you onto this call, get their questions answered. They're going to join, and then they're going to have exactly the same thing happen. They're going to connect with people, talk to people, and they're going to use the same line. How would you like to save money on something you're going to do anyway? So with that, I want to thank you very much for joining us on this call today. And we look forward to welcoming you to the Swarm. Bye-bye for now.